protectors of the public, the fire service, the police departments, the CERT teams, all the people that really are out there assisting in drills like we had today in Cutler City. The number one message I should say that's out there is we won't be there in the real deal. That people need to know where to go and what to do in the case of a real tsunami event. I am Captain Jim Coos. I am Public Education and Public Information Officer as well as Safety Compliance Officer for North Lincoln Fire and Rescue. The main challenge in organizing any kind of drill, be it a fire drill, but especially a tsunami drill, is twofold. One, educating the public that it's going on and what they need to do when the drill happens. That's always a big thing, So we try doing some door-to-door campaigns, advertising on the radio, advertising, not advertising, but having articles appear in the news guard, and we appreciate that very much to kind of get the word out. We put some lawn signs out, and we had a town hall about a week prior to this event so that people could come and ask questions about it, and that was very well attended. And then, of course, we hope for good weather. That didn't happen today. But in spite of that, we had well over 50 people show up and evacuate with some really good questions. And we know a lot more would have if the weather was better. As a matter of fact, we had phone calls and some people talking saying, well, we're not going to drill because the weather's really that bad and I'm not feeling that well and blah, blah, blah. That's, whatever the case may be, that's fine. That awareness is really important to get that education out there. Tsunamis are different in many ways than any other natural disaster. One, when they happen, they take a lot more lives. Two, they happen so infrequently. And sometimes we cry wolf, and some people say, even with the March 11th event last year, oh, we didn't have a tsunami. We had a tsunami. We had a series of waves. Gold Beach is still recovering. Brookings is still recovering. They're building their harbor. We were a little bit more lucky up here, but if you were actually watching for it, you saw the waves, and we had damage in Depot Bay's harbor. If this happened a week later, on March 18th, we would have had much higher tides and probably a lot more damage in areas, in low-lying areas. Plan on getting to higher ground, because one thing about them that was really horrific with the Japanese March 11th event is that their models did not match the reality. So don't think, oh, I'm at 50 feet, I'm fine. I'm at 70 feet, I'm fine. Higher, the better, Everyone today walked away with learning something about themselves and their own situation, and we as responders will not be there for a local event. Learn that our community is taking it seriously and taking steps to be prepared.